We covered some of the big brands with Steve Fennick yesterday, but what about the startups?
Yeah, that's really easy to do for Fenno, just cover the big brands. But I want to talk about all the startups, Tim. And this is my favourite part of CES. I've been down these halls many times before, but there's some cool stuff here, starting with this boxing bag cover. So this guy's a bit ordinary, but it can target particular zones, measure your strength and power and your timing. This is a great device to put over your bag. Forget snowmobiles. And I know you'd love to use this up at Thredbo, but these moon bikes, snow bikes, are all the rage. And they can do sort of the same things as snowmobiles, but they're much smaller profile, very powerful, just like you see on e-bikes or electric bikes. The other thing too for mobility, this electronic wheelchair is incredibly smart, but it does what others don't. It's really good in day-to-day life, but it also climbs stairs. Very smart. It can be updated at any time through an app. Cool stuff from CES when it comes to mobility. And it doesn't end there, Tim. There's much more when it comes to great little products, including this. This is a smart watch wristband. It can connect to any watch, your old watch or whatever, but it powers itself through solar and kinetic energy, so you never have to charge it, ever. So you can always leave it on so you can get your blood and all that sort of stuff measured, or your heart rate. This is one of those massage guns, but it actually measures or scans your muscles to see how you're recovering. So it adds a bit more smarts to massage therapy. And I have to throw this in because it's not really a startup, but Withings have produced this sensor. Now, it sits in your toilet, it measures your urine samples, and the great thing about it is that it can do multiple sensing, essentially cleans out its sensory capsules. And it's a great idea because it can record other things that your other sensors on your body can't do. So thankfully, it's hands-free, but that was a pretty cool device. And a lot of people are pretty excited about this. So that's the U-Scan from Withings. So there's so much cool stuff there on the fringes at CES, and you've got to go to those other halls to find them. But some pretty cool stuff there. But how good are those moon bikes, e-bike scooters for the snow?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great fun. I know my kids would love it. Now, I had a phone call. You and I have spoken about this. I had a phone call from one of my daughter's friends' parents during the week and said, Tim, did you just send me a note via your Instagram to click on a link? And I said, no, I didn't. And obviously a little bit more research, I worked out that someone had set up a fake account with my picture. And look, if you dig deep at it, it's obvious that it's not my account because, look, mine's verified. It's not. It's got, that's, you know, so, but basically, if you don't dig deep, which many of us don't, it's really hard to tell. And there appears to be a spate of fake accounts doing the rounds on Instagram. Can you tell us more? Because I know you've done a little bit of research on this.
Yeah, I actually reached out to Instagram through Meta. And what you've been watching here is your actual page and then you responding to people and then me doing a search on your page, because what people do is they do say it's Timmy Gilbert 67, they just add an underscore and then they try and assume your identity on a different page. So they haven't hacked you, but what they do is what you've talked about, and what you're also seeing here is a sort of like a public service announcement from Meta. They actually have produced several videos explaining and warning people about the fact that people are assuming your identity. There was even another one yesterday, the great Simon Reeve from Beyond 2000, my old colleague from Channel 7, he sent out the same message you sent, that there was a fake account on him as well, Tim. So it's happening a lot. And there's really not too much you can do about it other than reporting it. So you did the right thing. When someone contacted you, you announced on your page that there was a fake account. It's not me. So this is your real account right here. So when you would put that message out, then people were alerted to it. I would have added one more thing. I would have sent a message to everyone as well, Tim, to make sure they were aware of it, and also send it on other places as well. So then you have to rely on the process taking place because you can't call anyone. This is the difficult thing. So I've done a bit of more research into the whole process, and even when you get hacked, the process there is quite difficult if you don't have two-factor authentication. So if there's a lesson out of all this, please have two-factor authentication, because what will happen is they'll get access to your friends And one of those friends, if there's thousands of them and you've got thousands of followers, there's going to be a percentage of them, Tim, that will fall for a phishing scam. So it's really important to jump on it early. I'm glad you did. That account isn't there anymore. Whether they went and hid because they were scared of your mates or they were taken down by Instagram, I'm not quite sure. But you did the right thing and you reacted pretty quickly. So people, just be doubly sure if someone's sending you an invite and you're already friends with them or following them, your radar should be up. But you did the right thing, Tim.
Yeah, and do not click on links. Whatever you do not click on links. That is just an overall reminder to everybody. Djuro, we'll do it all again next week, my friend.
Thanks, Tim. Great to speak to you.